Yo, we live, fellas. Welcome in, man. Good morning, and welcome to the Never Made It Sports and Picks Show, Sunday morning NFL edition. I'm your host, per usual, D Will, aka Magic Don Juan with the bet slips. You know how I get down, Mr. Double Up. And I got a couple good double ups for y'all today. You feel me? Early for y'all that's having a blessed one, not a stressed one. So I'm gonna swing it over to my man's over there from Warren, Ohio, out there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Eagles fan, the Lakers fan, the Buckeyes fan, Timothy, Dale, Gatto. Good morning, nigga. What up, though?
What up, bro? What up? What up? What up? Man, what's going on, fellas? Good to see y'all. Good morning. Good
What's up,
morning.
man? What's up? It's a good
I'm
morning per
uh,
usual.
I'm pissed this morning because those goddamn Dodgers won again.
Whew.
I'm getting tired of them. So congrats to them. Congrats to the LA Dodgers for the Game 7 World Series, back-to-back champs. So good to talk some NFL sports, man. Can't wait to get into it. What's up, Ryan? What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Yeah, happy Sunday to the guys. Happy Sunday to everybody in the chat watching, man. We just got another great show for you guys. Happy to be here, man. We talking ball, and yeah, the Browns are on a bye week, man. We can't lose, so I'm in good spirits. I'm in great
Mm.
spirits. I can't wait to watch football today, man. The Browns are not losing today. That's the only thing I can guarantee you right now.
Yeah,
Browns are not losing.
let's wait and see, man. Let's wait and see.
It's like never before seen. The Browns lose on their bye week.
Nah, insanity. Nah, I forgot. I was thinking about it. Yeah, the Browns is out today, so dang, no
Yeah, thank
Cleveland
God.
slander. I'm
You've
sure
been.
they'll find a way to get slandered.
We got David and Joku trade rumors swirling right now. Tim,
Needed
real
this.
quick before we start the show, Tim,
Talk to
David and
me.
David and Joku, David and Joku, fourth round pick. Would you do it
First to Philly.
to to Philly, but to anybody? Was fourth round pick asking too much for David and Joku?
No, no. I
Okay,
think I think that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, he lost
David
the
Njoku
Yeah,
step.
I
still got
think
some
so.
game now. He's getting a little injury prone here lately,
Yeah,
but
He been a
hey,
little injury prone.
yeah. Well, now he
Getting,
looks
I play
he's
fantasy
lost the
football, all
step.
right,
He's lost the step. I ain't gonna lie. He looked like he lost the step. He ain't
and
quite.
he's still, but the injuries are still there. I play fantasy
Yeah,
football. He was a
he been
dog, but he get hurt
yeah
too much.
he's been getting hurt since he was a rookie.
Nah, for sure, man.
All right,
Bringing on the show with Browns trade and David Njoku led the show today. Y'all just
come
remember that,
on,
all right?
man.
All right,
That was
but
plus 1100 on the bet slip.
who gonna lead the show? David Njoku plus 25,000. You could have got rich. That was a hell of a pool right there. But y'all know how we get down, everybody, man. It's Sunday morning. Like I said, bet slips, bet picks. We're going to go through the games, the most important games anyway. But before we do that, let's get into the college football recap because it was some good games yesterday. First, we're going to get into Utah at Cincinnati. Well, Cincinnati at Utah, technically. Utah beat Cincinnati 45 to 14. Tim, this was your pick. UC was ranked 17th, Utah was ranked 24th, but you know how that home field advantage is in college football. Even
Yeah.
though I think Utah might have actually beat, looking at that score, they might have came into UC and beat them. But I ask you, that's UC's first conference loss. Do you think they still have a shot in the Big 12?
The path is still there. The path is still there for them. They can still make some noise. Last night was a bad loss. I'll tell you that. Last night was a bad loss. Wasn't good. They did not come to play. For as far as if you watched during the show yesterday, I was wondering why UC was minus 11 and a half, and I just thought that was absurd. You know what I'm saying? I was telling you and
Yeah,
Bayless, I'm like,
yeah, me
there's,
too, me
that's
too.
absurd. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I could see why. Utah, they came to play, they looked good and held their own at home. So definitely salty about it, but it's only one loss for the UC. So they path can still lead them to the Big 12 championship. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Ryan, who did you have?
I had Utah at home.
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, I had Utah at home. My goodness, man, the Big 12 is like it's really open, man. There's a few teams sitting up at the top there: Cincinnati, Utah, BYU, Texas Tech. It's four teams running for two spots. I thought this was a great opportunity for Cincinnati to like establish themselves as, you know, in the front runners, kind of like in the driver's seat to the Big 12 championship game.
No,
And
for sure.
they laid an egg, man. Like, I don't care what the spread was. Like, they beat y'all by what is that? 31 points.
31
They're
points.
not Utah's not 31 points better than Cincinnati. So they played terrible. They were not ready to play. Sorsby, who's been awesome, he struggled.
Been dope, man. He came into the game with 20 touchdowns and 1 pick.
Yeah, he was 11.
I mean, he
for
went
33.
1-1, but he just didn't do nothing.
Yeah. 11 for 33. Just not efficient. But yeah, I think Utah now for next week on the Saturday show. I know you and Aunt Bayless and Tim will all be talking about next week's, but Utah now is creeping up to, or are they gonna make it? I know they lost to BYU in that tiebreaker, so they have kind of the tiebreaker against them. Did Utah play Texas Tech this year, or did they play them?
Utah versus Texas Tech. Yeah, they lost 34-10.
Okay, well, either the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and that's who I got to win the Big 12 is Texas Tech. So I'm like,
well,
I love the Bearcats. Don't get me wrong. I fucked with the Bearcats. I've been a Cincinnati resident for 8 years, but my pick is Texas Tech. So these losses don't do nothing but help me. I like the balance coming out in the Big 12.
Yeah,
Texas Tech relevant because they lost that one game. If
everything holds serve here over the last 3 weeks, Texas Tech, BYU.
Heard.
But yeah, impressive. Utah have been kicking ass though, man, the last couple weeks. So they're playing good ball.
They are, man. They are.
All right, man. Vanderbilt, number 9, on the road at number 20, Texas. Texas handled their business, 34-31. Vanderbilt made a late push trying to come back at the end. It wasn't Diego Pavilla's day. It just wasn't his day, man. So I called it. Me and Tim was both calling it yesterday. Like, Texas was the favorites. People couldn't understand why. I'm about to start paying attention when Vegas do that shit because they know something we don't. They just know. Like, even with, like, we just talked about the spread last game with UC. That was, like, what the hell? UC, Sorsby, 20-1 touchdown interception ratio. UC rolling. The hell, 11-point underdogs. They lose by 31. You know what I'm saying? Then Texas, Texas was 3.5-point favorites. So Vegas kind of fucked everybody for real. Like, for real, because they only won by 3. So if you just took their original line, you was pissed. But if you do like I tell you to do all the time and just tease it back a 0.5 point and took them for 2.5 for the field goal, you was real happy yesterday. So, I mean, my stupid ass took Vanderbilt plus 7.5 because I thought it was going to be – I mean, well, it worked, but I sweated the whole game out is what I'm saying. I thought it was going to be way closer than that. It was really a blowout that Texas let Vanderbilt back into.
Yeah. They the first half or the first quarter, man, I was mad as hell. I ain't gonna lie, because they was getting their ass beat. I had them for plus 7. I tailed the bet with you, D, and it was like what, plus 7.5? I think it was
plus 7.5, yeah.
Yeah, so I was mad as hell. Then they started coming back. I'm like, oh, is Vinny gonna do it?
Right.
But they just started too late. They made a great comeback, but it's like they took way too long to get it going offensively. And Texas got the win, man. Y'all two called it, man. So, yeah, Texas got the win.
If you remember, I said that, it would be kind of somewhat of a career-defining game for, at least college-wise, I'm talking about, for Arch Manning. Because if they lose that game, everything that, don't get me wrong, of course he's still going to get drafted and everything like that. Probably still going to get drafted high, of course. But I'm just saying in terms of, like, his legacy college-wise, if they lose that game, you kind of can throw, his college legacy down the drain. With them winning yesterday, they still have a fighter's chance in the SEC. You know what I mean? They're coming down the pike late. There's teams that's going to have to play each other. And we'll see. They're going to have to, we'll see what happens, So they could, that win could be more important than what one would think.
No, for sure. They got the rest of their season in front of them. So I think personally, if they lose 2 more games, like say they just, I don't know, for some reason just tank out. And they could not tank out, but Texas could easily lose 2 more games, all right? They still got Georgia on their schedule, and they got Texas A&M to close out the season. If they lose those 2 games, I wouldn't be surprised if Archie just came back to school.
I think
I'm dead serious because he looked like what we have to stand on. He's not a winner. And you didn't play good. So, What are you getting? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's going off of the name at this point. I think we would have to go back to school.
I
I,
think he's
I think
already a
that's it.
lock to go back to school.
Agreed.
Already. I think there's nothing he can do in the next 3 weeks that would change it. Unless they like go on some crazy run and win the national championship, I think he's going back to school
I
for
heard
sure.
that.
Yeah.
All right, the last college game we got number 18 Oklahoma versus number 14 Tennessee. Oklahoma went on the road. Mateer came back. He didn't bounce back. Went on the road. He had no touchdowns. He had a pick. He had 80 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Talk about Mateer. You know what I'm saying? So he had a mediocre game. I'm saying he bounced back, but they won the game. It was more so a defensive game. The quarterback for Tennessee had two costly interceptions. Two costly picks. But Tennessee, I said Tennessee, Tennessee, Tim, these is your boys. Oklahoma, man. These your
Yeah.
boys, the Sooners. Are y'all back? 7-2?
I gotta see another because we got if I'm not mistaken, Oklahoma has a bye week, I believe, next week. And then you come back against Alabama on the road. So before I jump the gun saying that they back, we got a tough road ahead. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest game of their life. You know what I'm saying? That's if they win that one, that's tremendous for them. So we'll see. I don't want to jump the gun saying they back, but that was an impressive win on the road yesterday. That was nice. That was nice. And it felt good to be able to text Aunt Bayless and say, how about them Sooners? Yes, sir.
Boomer Sooner out this hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Oklahoma, that was a big win for them. I don't know if it's like Mateer is back quite yet, but dude, to go on the road against Tennessee and get the win,
That's
that's
big.
an
Yeah, it was a big
impressive team
win.
performance, man. I ain't gonna lie, like that was a great win for them. And it was a must win because now you can see a path where even if they lose at Alabama, if they beat a ranked Missouri team at home and then beat LSU, they're in shambles. You beat them at home.
Hmm.
I can see it now, like that's their path. They can still make the playoffs at least.
Yeah.
So that was a huge win for them. They needed that because it would have got scary if they would have lost that. But yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
I
have
think
him on my bet slip, man. I didn't bet him.
no, I stayed away from it, man, because it's just you never know how that game could have easily lost that game. That was a good game.
It was a good
So
game.
yeah, it was. But I think that punched their ticket now. Well, not, but they have a path now. If they win the game, they should win. And even if they lose at Alabama, they can still make the playoffs now. So that was huge.
Agreed.
All right, man. Well, that's it for the college football recap. All right, y'all. Tune in next Saturday, 9 a.m. for the Saturday morning show with me, Timothy, and Aunt Bayless. All right. Be there. Y'all know we got college slips, okay? It was a rough day for me yesterday. I went 0 for 2 in college, but I got some gold for y'all today. Speaking of which, we about to get ready to get into these NFL picks, these NFL games. Y'all know what time it is. This episode is brought to you by the Cleaning Business Coaching Book, your step-by-step guide to building a profitable cleaning business. Inside, you'll learn how to price your cleaning services, attract quality clients, and set up systems that actually work. Written by a successful cleaning business owner, this book gives you the real blueprint, no fluff. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, it's a must read. Grab your copy today. The link will be located in the comments. All right. I got a picture of the book, or not a picture, but a copy of the book right here. All right. I'm not even a cleaning business owner, but if I wanted to start a cleaning business, all I got to do is go through this book. I've already looked at this book. It made me want to start a cleaning business. Okay. Like I'm thinking about dabbling now. But all right, man. Now, first game we're going to get into for the day. We got the Vikings on the road versus the Lions. The Lions are 8.5 point favorites. The over under is at 47.5. So we need 48 points. All right. Ryan, where you looking at in this game, man? ESPN got Detroit with a 75% chance to win this game.
The ESPN says 75%. Ryan says 100%. I'm
Yikes.
going Lions to cover the spread, and I'm going to over. I think Kevin O'Connell is a good enough coach for the Vikings offensively. Like He's one of my favorite coaches in the league for what he does on the offensive side, just the way they scheme stuff open, the plays he runs.
Yeah.
I think he can manufacture some points, just off him alone, that it gets enough to get the over the hit. But at the end of the day, I think that it's going to be a blowout. I got 34 to 23. 34-23. Yeah. And then in the overheads.
Okay. Timothy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with him 100%. I think Vikings have had bad breaks this year with their quarterback play. Carson Wentz has been abysmal for them. JJ McCarthy has, still battling injury. Them guys have had terrible quarterback play, for their season. And it sucks for guys like, Addison and Justin Jefferson, sucks for guys like them. But, we're in the that's not my problem business, and with that being said, Detroit has looked really good. They got the duo back there, as they call them, Sonic and Knuckles, who's looked really good. They got the receivers that's been balling. Golf is looking good. The defense is solid. I mean, Detroit's is one to reckon with. You know what I mean?
That man is giving Detroit grace over there.
You got to give him respect where it's due. You know what I mean? And especially against an opponent like Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Now this is maybe a different team. Maybe I talk a little differently, but against a division opponent that very well for one, and on two that you're just better than them. I mean, it's probably going to get, like Ryan said, it's probably going to get scary and out of control here. So I agree. I got Detroit winning pretty big here.
I don't got my Packers helmet on today because I'm not putting the helmet on for the Carolina Panthers. All right. I don't have no respect for the Panthers. So that's why I'm not wearing the helmet. But y'all know I'm very familiar with the NFC North. Now the line has moved up from 8.5 now on DraftKings to 9.5. So on my live bet, I'm taking the Vikings plus 9.5. I got the Lions to win this game. There's no way the Lions lose this game. Okay, let me be clear on that. There's no way. If they lose this game, that's just a problem. But looking at this NFC North, JJ McCarthy is back. Not saying he's a game breaker, not saying any of that. But the Vikings defense is decent. They play when they have a competent quarterback, they can get stops. And if the quarterback's not turning the ball over, you ain't gonna just blow them out. Now they just got blew out by the Chargers, but again, that was Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is on IR now. All right, JJ McCarthy is back. I think that they keep this game close, a close divisional game. I don't think it's double digits. I think maybe it might be 9 points. I'll take the 9.5. It might just be 9, but I think it maybe even 8. But I think the Vikings fight enough because it's one of those games where you would think Detroit would just blow them out. And if this was an inter-conference matchup, more than likely. But the Vikings know Detroit just like Detroit knows the Vikings. So the coach is going to have something for them. Like they're not going to just go out there and bow to the Lions. They never do. So I don't see why they split last year. And I know that was Sam Darnold back there at quarterback, but that's my point. They split last year. I'm not even saying they can win this game, but they're capable of beating them with a good quarterback. They do have Justin Jefferson who can explode for 150 and 2 or 3 touchdowns any given day with the right quarterback, and I'm not a believer in JJ McCarthy, but I do think they keep this game within 10 points. So I got the Lions winning with y'all, but I got it more along the lines of like 24-17 Detroit and the Lions cover. I mean, not the Lions cover, but the Vikings cover.
Gotcha. And you taking the under?
Absolutely taking the under.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because again,
yeah.
I think it's going Tim said it best. That run game of Detroit, they don't have to air it out versus the Vikings and throw it 30, 40 times. That run game is going to keep the clock moving. Like I think halftime we might see a score like fucking 14-10. You know what I'm saying? Something like that at halftime. I don't think it's going to be no upper because I don't think the Vikings can reach those heights.
Right.
I tell you what, man, unless it happens that way, the way you said, I don't know, man. I mean, you went on the road last week and got blew out by the Chargers. The score looked better than what it is. That game against Philadelphia was not it was getting whooped by Philadelphia. You barely beat Cleveland. I mean, you lost to Pittsburgh.
It's the covers that I'm paying attention to, though. They've been within single digits every game except last week.
Facts. No, I get it, man. It's just, man, the Vikings is just, they have not looked good. And then Detroit can You know, their offense is so explosive. You know what I'm saying? They might jump out on you early with, like you said, though, the running game might, once you jump out early, maybe 14-0
That's
in the
another.
first quarter, the running game might, take over from there and, like, work the clock. So
And
I'm,
the,
I'm
and the
with,
Vikings, like the Vikings, are familiar with them. They're gonna get some field goals and stuff. They're gonna chip away at the lead a little bit. It just
yeah,
we'll see. The beautiful thing is we'll see because we all got Detroit, but we
nah,
just
facts.
we just talking on the spread wise. We on different sides of the
Yeah.
spread.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
because I agree with all the stuff you're saying. Because I
Mhm.
got them winning shit. It's just about
Yeah,
the number. That number is a little high for a divisional game.
right. I agree.
We can move on though. All right, man. This is the game. Oh no, I thought we had your game up next, Ryan. Sorry, we got mine. Panthers at the Packers. Panthers at the Packers. Panthers 4-4. Packers is 5-1-1. That shit look nasty. Packers is 13.5 point favorites. The over under is 42.5. Or you can get my Packers on the money line for minus 1200. I think we too big of favorites right here. I'm gonna just go ahead and go first since this is my squad. I think the Packers is too big of favorites for these pesky Panthers for real, for real. This is gonna be Bryce Young's first week back or second week back. Did he play last week? I know he's back this week either way. And
Mhm.
the Panthers they've been feisty. Now I rocked with them last week and they got killed 40-9 to the Bills. Do I think we got potential to do that? Maybe not the 40. We got no, we have potential to do that. We could beat them 40-9, but I don't think we will. I think because we like to play with our food a little bit. 14 points. If I'm betting this game, I'm taking the Panthers plus 13.5 because I think the Packers are gonna win this game, but I think we'll win it by like 9 or 10 and just under the 14, just enough to piss you off. Maybe even we might win it by 13. It might be something like 34-21 Packers. You know what I'm saying? And not cover. So I don't like the 13.5 points. I love the Packers winning this game though. Like I don't see a route to us losing the game, but I do see a route for the Panthers to cover the spread. So I got the Packers on the spread. I got the Panthers 13.5.
Go ahead, Ryan.
All right, man. Listen. I hate 13.5. I seen Wilson in the chat that teased it down to 7. I actually agree with him. I think like a Packers minus 6.5 would be where I would tease it down to. I do think the Packers will win, but I think the Panthers are going to keep it closer than what that spread tells. I wouldn't. I would even see it being like a nail biter 24-21 late Packers win it. But I do think Packers defense is the difference in this game. I think the defense is playing well. Michael Parsons gets a couple sacks. Is Bryce still out? Is that why the spread's so high?
No, he playing today.
Okay. So
Yeah, he's
yeah,
playing today.
I think it'll be closer than 13.5. That over under is nasty work.
But see, I'm worried though because it could go the other way. Bryce ain't played since October 19th versus the Jets, where they only put up 13 points. And it could go the other way to where he's like, rusty. He could come out there and we could just boat race him. Come out there and blow him out 40-9 again, like they did, like they got done last week, even though he wasn't a part of that. So it could
But
go either
man,
way.
would you be? But then I wouldn't even be surprised if I don't know. And the Packers are at home. Yeah, I would stick with 6.5. But I'll take the over. I think Packers will score some points being at home.
Yeah, you think the Panthers gonna score some points? Go ahead, Tim.
For me, I think we're gonna walk in your trap, take over your trap. Hey, walk in your trap, take over your trap.
He just wants
Hey.
the Panthers to win.
I'm going Carolina Blue here, man. I'm going Carolina Blue. I think this
Wow,
Trap
write
game?
that down.
trap game, you know what I mean? I think Carolina got exactly what they need to do to go in here and upset a team like the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay
Oh, my
Packers are
God.
seeking their third straight win. They're undefeated at home. Undefeated, looking great at home. They are due for one of them, you know what I'm saying? Wake up and we got this.
We had one. We lost to the Browns. That
That's
was
on the
it
road.
right there.
No. That was on the road. I'm saying as far as home, y'all going, oh, we got this. It's in the bag. No worries. No worry. We at home. It's the Panthers. Let's just worry about. We got Philadelphia coming up, Green Bay next week. We need to worry about Philadelphia. This is a cake in the park. No worries here. And you got Carolina that's saying, hey, they sleeping on us over there. Let's go in there and we're gonna play 60 minutes for the rest of our life. No, I'm just bullshit. I'm bullshit. But no, man, for real though. I think this is a trap game though, man. I think I got Carolina winning here on the walk-off field goal upset.
Yeah, that's disgusting. There's no way they come into fucking Green Bay and beat us. Bryce Young might not get a fucking win in Green Bay his whole career. All right, he might go his whole career without winning in Green Bay. There's nothing to be sad about either. All right, there is no way they beat us today. Now, remember when we said sometimes they be knowing something. They got that spread at 13.5 for some reason. All right, and you making me want to take it because now you just disrespecting. Let's talk about the Panthers is gonna beat us. The
Man,
Panthers got wins versus three of their wins have come. They got a win versus the Jets.
mm-hmm,
They got a win versus the Dolphins.
mm-hmm,
They got a win versus the Cowboys.
mm-hmm.
They got a win versus the Falcons. They have
Okay.
beat nobody. The Cowboys, that win is impressive just off the strength that the Cowboys can score points. So they defense, I mean, so they offense must have did something that day because they
Mm-hmm.
beat Dallas. All right, 30-27. All right, I give you that. But the Panthers have a 0.00001% chance of coming into Green Bay today and beating Green Bay on Bryce Young's first game back from being hurt.
That
That
point
shit is
one.
dead.
That point one is all we need, brother.
It's
That's all
dead,
we
man.
need.
And
That's
Micah Parsons 2 sacks today on Bryce Young. 2 sacks.
and that's fine. That all we need is enough for the walk-off field goal. All we need is
If
enough for the
if
walk-off
if
field goal.
Micah don't get 2 sacks, then he throwing 2 picks because he was getting that ball about his hands. All right. So this is either gonna be 2 sacks from Micah or 2 picks from the defense. Yeah, I'm taking Bryce Young for an interception on my ticket right now as we speak. All right, I'm taking him
Right now for interception.
right now. The first leg I got the Vikings plus 9.5. The second leg of this live ticket, I'm taking Bryce Young for an interception. First game back, top defense, one of the top 5 defense in the league right now. He's averaging 0.7 interceptions a game, so he almost throwing you one every other game. Or he's throwing a pick today. All right, I got that on there. That's a
All right.
lock. That's a lock. Let's move on from that, man. That's disgusting. The Carolina Panthers. Ryan, we not talking about your boys, man. No Chargers Titans today, bruh. No Chargers,
No,
bruh.
no.
Justin Herbert how they live to fight another day. But we got the Falcons on the road at the Patriots. The Patriots is 6-2. Crazy. The Falcons is 3-4. Patriots is 4.5 point favorites. The over/under is at 45.5. Or you can get the Patriots on the money line for 225. Plus 225, my bad. ESPN got this game, Tim. 64.3% chance for the Patriots to win. Drake
Mhm.
May, 15 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Mhm.
Dark horse MVP candidate.
For
Who you
sure.
got winning this game, man? Patriots by how much?
I think they cover. Atlanta has been up and down. I mean, they look good sometimes, and then they look like they're gonna have the first overall pick sometimes. I mean, so they're up and down as to where New England has kind of they've been looking really good. Like you said, Drake May, dark horse MVP. He's looked really solid. Vrabel, I'm sorry, Vrabel has them guys playing ball over there in New England. So I'm rolling with New England here. I do think they cover, but I don't think it'll be like nothing out of control. I think probably 5 is exactly the amount of points that they probably would beat them at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something like 25, 20, 27, 20, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere around that, 22, somewhere like that. But I think it'll be exact. I don't think it'll be nothing more, than that. But I do have New England winning this game, though. I do.
What you got, Ryan?
This is my upset, man. I got the Falcons. I got the
Whoa.
Falcons. I have been seeing all this Drake May hype for the last like 2 weeks. One of them is after they beat the Browns. They were a joke. So don't take nothing out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots just gave up 5 sacks. I know it's Myles Garrett, but I do like Atlanta's pass rush. They got those 2 rookies they drafted, Pierce and I forget the other guy's name, but they're
They do got a nice
nice.
pass rush for sure.
Yeah, I like their 2 edge rushers, Bijan Robinson, uh, Drake London, and the crew. I think they have enough. I just think the hype is. This is one of those games where they hyping up the guy, hyping up a team, and then they come out and lose. So I think it's 4.5. I think that spread is kind of low for what the masses think. I think,
It's moving up. It's moving up. Now the spread on DraftKings Live is 5.5.
Wow.
damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
everybody's betting on the Patriots.
I think 4.5 was low. So I don't know if a lot of people was betting on Atlanta, and then now it's getting close to game time. People are starting to push Patriots, but
Listen,
I got Falcons with an upset win here, man. I think they go into Gillette Stadium and they get them a win, man.
Well, it's moving up because if everybody it was 4.5 and now it's at 5.5, so that means that everybody's been betting money on the Patriots because the spread got
Yeah,
better. So
right.
yeah, if that money would have been coming in on the Falcons, that spread would have shrunk to like 2.5, 3.5, but it didn't. It went
Yeah,
up
I'm
even
just
more. So
I would be I wonder what it was on like Monday compared to 4.5 because that seems low. 4.5 seemed low, so it makes sense it went up. But I think it's gonna be an upset. Like I get why New England's favored, but I just got a feeling with the hype. I think Falcons are gonna come in here and get a dub.
listen with Kansas City and Buffalo playing this week. You know, a lot of people feel like Kansas City is the one kryptonite to Josh Allen. You know what I mean? And could possibly, even though it's in Buffalo, a lot of people feel like, you know, Mahomes has that game. Now, if Kansas City wins that game, that would give Tampa Bay a 2-game, or I'm sorry, if New England can win this game today, that would give New England a 2-game lead on the division against Buffalo. So
And they beat them already.
you feel me? And this game right here against Atlanta is like, you know, is probably more important than you probably would think, especially if Kansas City can beat, you know, if they can help out and beat Buffalo today. So New England needs to
man,
handle their business. They need to handle their business today.
man, Atlanta is tricky, man. They lose 30-0, shutout to the Panthers on the road. Then they beat the Commandos 34-27. So they go from dropping 0 to dropping 34 the next week. Then they beat Buffalo 24-14. Let's not forget about that. Like I had us
Mhm.
scratching our heads about Buffalo. Now the last 2 weeks they lost on the road 20-10 to the Niners, so they could only put up 10. And then they lost 34-10 at home to the Dolphins, so they only put up 10. And we know that Dolphins defense is pathetic.
Mhm.
And the trend right now is that they're losing games. Like I mean, they had those 2 big wins last earlier in the month, you know what I'm saying, in September. But now the trend is that the Falcons is losing. And I think this is where they just keep on going and just keep down that because they 3-4. They look like they still fighting. I think this is gonna be the point in the season where they just stop fighting right here. They lose to the Patriots today and realize they're not the team they thought they were. Plus, it's Atlanta going up. It's getting chilly outside. All right, it's getting chilly outside. We've been outside in the mornings, Ryan. You in Arizona, you wouldn't know shit about that. You get Arizona cold. But me and Tim, we know it's morning. It's cold outside here on the East Coast in the Midwest. And Atlanta got to go up there and play in New England, and it's slushy and rainy here right now on the East Coast. And I don't think they're going to be comfortable. I think the Patriots are going to be right at home. I got the Patriots by 5.5. I like the 5, and you know that's my number. I love 5.5 when I got a team to win, either
Yeah.
5.5 or 2.5, because teams win by 7 and or 6, and they win by 3 points all the time. So when I see 5.5, I wouldn't take it no higher. If it went to 6.5, I just would leave it alone. But I'm putting that on my live bet as well. This is my third leg. The Vikings plus 9.5. Bryce Young to throw 1 interception, and I like New England minus 5.5. Man, I think they win and by a touchdown or better at home versus the Falcons, who are down spiraling right now. They've lost their last 2 games, only scoring 10 points. Yeah, I can see them going out there scoring 10 points today. Honestly, they might do it 3 weeks in a row. So yeah,
Real talk.
I got the Patriots, man. I'm with him, man. I
Yes,
stand with
sir.
Timothy. All right, we can move on from that game though, brother. We got the Niners on the road at the G-Men. Jackson Dart going up against Matt Truck Jones. Trying to give him a nickname, but it ain't working. Anyways, the
That's McCorkle, bro. That's McCorkle.
McCorkle Jones. McCorkle Jones and the San Francisco 49ers are favored by 2.5 points. Looking at it. Nah, but the over-under is at 48.5. I think the spread 2.5 points is good for the Niners. That sounds good. Can Jackson Dart them come in there and throw a party though, Ryan? What's up?
Man, what Tim say? West Coast to East Coast travel. They already done whooped up on the
Oh,
Chargers when it from that
Mhm.
West to East Coast travel shit.
Mhm.
No, I think the Giants are reeling now. I think the Jackson Dart boost
experience,
or hype or whatever that
experience.
did for the team morale when Scatterboo get injured, he was like,
Oh, Scottaboo is gone.
yeah, he was like half of the hype train too was old Scatterbrains.
You seen
I
that coming
think
from a mile away though. Yeah, you knew he was gonna get hurt week one. Like, all right, yeah, he's not gonna make it the whole season. Like, all that
it's
tough
crazy
shit
because
is
he didn't
cool.
get hurt. Yeah, the way he got hurt was kind of messed up, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
'cause it wasn't even like from him just max doing some crazy shit that he been doing. But I think that whole movement has kind of died down. 2-6. 49ers, they need this game. I think it's about who needs it more. Definitely the 49ers. I think they'll do just enough to win. I do like the 2.5. I probably would take San Francisco minus 2.5. I think they win by a field goal or more. Um, I wouldn't say it's going to be the highest of scoring games. I could see it 24-20, something like that. So I would take the under and take Niners cover the spread.
Yeah,
Uh,
I hear you. I hear you. Go ahead, Tim.
yeah. Just to touch on what y'all said real quick. Scatterborough got hurt.
Pause.
Scatterborough got hurt because the hip drop tackle that one of our linebackers did on him, which is illegal. You got away with that, which I'm not a fan of that stuff. So although I am an Eagles fan, I didn't like to see Scatterborough go out the way he went out. You know what I'm saying? That sucked.
Right.
That wasn't cool.
Hmm.
So prayers to him. Hope he good. He dislocated ankle, I believe it was. So hope he good. But as far as that goes, then you also have on the other end where you have Fred Warner for the San Francisco 49ers. They lost him a few weeks ago for the season. And so man, that was a tough blow for them. So I mean, I tell you what, I do believe San Fran can win this game. Both teams are pretty much hobbling into this game. But Mac Jones, you can make a case, has looked better than Dart
Yeah.
had. You know what I mean? So I would take them along with Christian McCaffrey. So yeah, I like San Fran, your dad's team, bang bang Niner gang. I like them to, go on the road and cover as well. San Fran wins.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm San Francisco by 3 points. I'm taking San Fran on the spread by three versus them. San Francisco only lost two games in a row all season. They've literally been going lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So I feel like they're just gonna keep that same thing going. Meanwhile, the Giants, they blew that lead to Denver. Ever since they blew that lead, they got smacked by Philly 38-20 right after that. I think ever since they blew that lead, that's gonna be the story of their season. Like, dang, Jackson Dart was rolling. Then he blew that however many points they was up lead to the damn Broncos.
Yeah.
And then their season just went downhill, or then he was mid again. So
Mhm.
again, I get the 49ers coming across coast.
Yeah.
If the Giants do it again, I will truly start taking that into. I'm gonna start putting like I'm gonna make about 30% of my decision will be on the travel. If the 49ers come across to the Giants and lose just like the Chargers did, the shit is real. So I got the 49ers by -2. I'm putting that on my ticket. I love that.
Yep.
And yeah, that's that. I'm gonna just put that on there and call it a day. I'm gonna go over this live ticket too when we get done, man. We got the Colts 7-1 on the road versus the Steelers. This is the game Ryan wanted to get to right here. The Colts is 3.5 point favorites, or you can get them for -200 on the money line. The Steelers is underdogs at home. I don't know how often you see that. I mean, unless you got the Chiefs coming into town, that don't, or the Bills, you don't really just beat underdogs at home. You the Steelers. So I'm telling you now, 3.5 points. Aaron Rodgers can lose by three.
Yeah.
He can keep it within a field goal of Danny Dimes. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, I got the 3.5 points on the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Ryan. That's your man's man. You in Pittsburgh, brother. Not Ryan. I'm sorry, Tim. You in Pittsburgh, brother.
Yeah.
You go ahead and tell us what's the talk in Pittsburgh.
I was
Now,
about to say, I was like, that's not my man. What are you talking about?
Nah. Aaron Rodgers, you know he a bigger Aaron Rodgers fan than me, and I'm the Packers fan.
I already
man,
know.
I rock with Goat Man to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Goat Man Rogers, that is. So, but I tell you what, though, here, and I actually believe that this game today. First of all, let me answer your question. I got the Colts winning the game. But I believe this game today is going to be a game where where Aaron Rodgers, you're gonna be like, damn. I think he's gonna put up 3 touchdowns. I'm talking 250. Why? Because the Colts offense is so good and the Steelers defense is so bad, where the Colts is gonna put up points. Jonathan Taylor is about to have a feast. He's already looking like offensive player of the year, maybe even MVP. MVP is a quarterback award, but I think he's locking in offensive player of the year. And running wild on teams every week. And the Steelers ain't gonna be no different. Their defense is terrible. So he's gonna have a good game. Danny Dimes is gonna have a good game, which would entail that Aaron Rodgers needs to have a good game. And I believe he will. I believe that Aaron Rodgers and the offense have been looking better and better each week. It's just the defense is so bad. So I believe that Aaron Rodgers have one of his games where he looks incredible. Like I said, 3 touchdowns, 250. But ultimately, I just think the Colts is just a little too much, and they'll get it done that way.
Man, I can't believe it. I guess I thought that was his man. He's in Pittsburgh. I thought he was going Steelers.
I can't believe it. I just knew he was taking the Steelers. I got Steelers winning.
I got the Steelers winning this, man. I'm telling people, Steelers money line. Don't do no spreads with it. I think Steelers are gonna find a way to get this done, and I think the experience of Rodgers. I think they realize that they should be the front runners for the division. You cannot let the Bengals, take first place. You cannot let the Ravens catch you guys.
Man,
Like you got the healthiest team in the AFC North, the best team from a health perspective. Y'all got to start getting these wins and start, getting a lead on this division, or they're gonna risk really like collapsing. So,
yeah.
I think Rodgers balls today, man. I got Steelers with an upset, man. They're the home underdog. The home underdog. Love it, man. That's a good
Underdog.
team to pick.
3.5 points too, more than a field goal. So again, you
Yeah.
get 3 points for at home. So they think they're gonna
the-
win by 6 for real. That's what they saying. Like,
Yeah. The
That's a
over
6-point
under
swing.
scares me a little bit, but 51.5. I don't know if I would mess with that at all. Definitely don't want the over. If I had to pick, I'd say under, but
Let me ask you a question, Ryan. How do you think the Steelers win? Do you think they shut down the Colts offense? Because the defense of the Steelers have been, like I said, abysmal. So do you think that they have a day where they shut down the Colts offense, or do you think that Aaron Rodgers just pretty much outscores them in terms of
that's where I'm
offense?
going with it. That's where I'm going with it.
yeah, I don't think the Colts, you would look at their team like, oh man, they got Jonathan Taylor. They're a heavy run team. They're very balanced, and I think that's what makes them so hard to stop. Is how balanced they are. So no, I think the Colts will put up some points. But what I'm envisioning is Aaron Rodgers late touchdown for the win, and that's how I think this is gonna play out. I think it's 24-21 in the fourth. He go down, scores a touchdown, they win 28-24 or something like that, 31-27, something like that.
Would you say
I got the Steelers. The Steelers they can't lose 3 games in a row. Okay, they lost to the Bengals, they lost to the Packers. They can't. They just don't even fit into the Tomlin equation, especially when they got a good team. Them losing 3 in a row. So I just don't see them for that factor. And then you asked about how the Colts gave up 24 points to the Chargers. The Chargers is a good team, but I'm saying their offense is comparable to the Steelers. They gave up 27 points to the Cardinals. Now they blew the Raiders out, but they suck. But they gave up 27 points to the Cardinals. The Cardinals that offense ain't nothing spectacular. Not to say that the Steelers is, but I think that Aaron Rodgers is gonna put up about 27 to 28 points today. I'm gonna just say 28 points. I ain't even gonna say 27 to 28. I think they get about 4 touchdowns today. Yeah, if Danny Dimes is going to come out there and outdo Rodgers, I think he's going to have to. I think that's what it's going to come down to. I think they're going to stack the box. Mike Tomlin is not about to let Jonathan Taylor run all over him in Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
That's not about to happen. Jonathan Taylor's having a great season. I got him on my fantasy team. I'm fucking with Jonathan Taylor. Do not take Jonathan Taylor for no 100 yards rushing today. If they
What?
beat the Steelers today, he's not running for 100 yards today. If they beat the Steelers today, it's going to be because Danny Dimes was dropping dimes because they're going to stack the box to
Uh-huh.
stop that. Like they're not about to not in Pittsburgh. It's not going down like that. I'm not saying they can't lose the game because I'm taking the
Yeah.
points plus 3.5 because I think it could go either way. I'm taking the Steelers to win, but on my bet slip, I'm taking the points because I wouldn't be shocked if it's 27-27 and Daniel Jones make a play and they win by 3.
I
So
mean,
give me the Steelers plus 3.5.
Danny Dimes has over 2,000 passing yards, 13 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. So if you choose to put it in his hands,
That's what I think is gonna happen. Yeah,
you know
I
what
think
I'm
they're gonna
saying?
put it in his
Right.
hands today, man. He gonna have to
Okay.
have over 200 yards passing, multiple
Yeah.
touchdowns.
What a career year for Daniel Jones. Is he getting the
Like,
bag this
man.
offseason?
He has to be a lock for comeback player of the year. Has to be.
Yeah.
He has
And
to be a
is
lock.
he in line? Do you think he'll end up getting like a multi-year big contract after this, like Darnold kind of?
If the Colts is smart, they'd sign him long term. Because obviously you got something
Damn,
there.
that's all you gotta do is ball 1 year and you get a long term deal.
That's not art. That's not us saying it. That's what the league says. You know.
It's not that like, okay, look at it like this. Let's use Minnesota, okay, for as the prime example. What they had last year with Sam Darnold, it's not necessarily about how good Sam Darnold is. It's just about how hard it is to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to get a quarterback. So when you got something there, and even if that's that 1 year, even if it's success, why not at least attempt to keep it going? At least for the.
All right, this is my question then. This is my question to that. Pause right there. So Sam Darnold's contract was up.
Right.
How long is Daniel Jones signed? Like is his contract
1 year?
like,
That's what I'm saying.
he only got 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay, now if he only got 1 year, I understand a contract for 3 to 4 years going down the line. I'm not giving him no 5-6 year fucking deal though. But if he had another year on his contract, no, nigga, play this other year out and let's see if you for real. Because 1 year, he could come back out and be Daniel Jones the rest of his career again, like the Daniel Jones from New York. And we talk about he had just one good
And
year.
it's key to point out that the Darnold contract with the Seahawks was only a 3-year deal, so it wasn't like they gave him a 5 or 6 year deal.
Right.
So,
Okay. So
yeah,
yeah,
so
that's
like,
not
if
a
you get
long.
to-
That's not
but what
long
I'm
term. That's
saying-
like a mid term.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think a team should do like a Darnold style contract with him? 3 years,
Yeah.
120 million, something like
Yeah,
that.
if I'm the Colts, I'd lock him up right now just to boost his confidence for 3 years. If he's in a contract year this year, yes, I would lock him up before the playoffs even get started. So he can just go out there with a clear head instead of like, oh, if I don't perform well in the playoffs, they might not. I'm losing money. I'm losing money. Like for real.
No, I'm the opposite. See,
If they go sign him,
he already playing with pressure right now because he's in a contract year and he's playing good. So that pressure,
Right.
I ain't hearing that pressure gonna mess with you. I want to see how you perform down the stretch because if you play bad, I might still resign you, but I get you at some cheaper money now because you didn't play bad down the stretch.
but now, what if he played good enough to where you trying to get him for cheaper money? Now
Then he would
somebody else
earn
is
it.
paying
Then
him
it's like,
more.
fuck, then I'll pay you more then because now you didn't show me more. So I'll pay you.
Yeah.
I'll gladly pay you for what you work. But if I pay you now and you look like shit in the
But you
playoffs,
might have been able to up. So you don't agree with? You don't think paying him right now would help him continue to play better, or like play freer, like going down the stretch because he's not in the playoffs.
They paid him in New York, and he started playing like shit.
Yeah,
But
I agree that
that was
I agree with you
after
that-
his playoff season. After they went 12-4, they paid him. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't Saquon Barkley that really did that. That was Saquon that got
Right.
them to 12-4.
100%.
That wasn't Daniel Jones.
I agree that you should pay after the season. Wait till after the season. Let it play because I don't want to pay you now and then all of a sudden you crash. You know, we still got some games left. You crash out.
This is Daniel Jones, man. His track record doesn't. It's more
I'm just saying, if
likely
you know you're gonna pay him anyway, pay him. Quit playing
But
and
you-
play with him.
Y'all also got to understand too, though, the NFL, like, unless it's maybe a free agent that's joining a new team. I mean, it ain't like NBA. You know, on contract extensions, you don't really see 5-year deals like that. You know, a lot. You know, even the big dogs. You know, even with the extensions is like maybe 3 years max, 2-3 years. You know, extension wise. You know what I'm saying? But So as far as like him getting another deal, after this season, I do think it should be probably like you said, a Sam Darnold deal, a 2-3 year deal. You know what I mean? But if he continues to play the way that he's playing, he's definitely deserving of so. I just wouldn't do it until afterward. You know what I mean? But he definitely playing like like he deserves a new contract for sure. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. All right. So me and Ryan on the Steelers, Tim, you on the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, if like you said, if Aaron Rodgers, if they pull it out the way that like I asked, if it's basically he out offense them, or they, I should say, the Steelers out offense them, then that wouldn't surprise me. I would be absolutely shocked. Like you said, Jonathan Taylor ain't getting 100 yards. I'll be absolutely shocked if the Steelers shut down that run game and more so their offense, because you haven't shut down nobody. So I'll be shocked if all of a sudden you turn it up today. I'll be shocked.
Today. Yep, today at home versus they're gonna put all their resources to stopping Jonathan Taylor. They got him on they got him on the whiteboard in the locker room. They know who I don't even know his number. What's his number? 28.
Yeah.
They know who 28 is. All right, man. We're gonna move on. We got the Broncos, Wills Broncos, 6-2 on the road versus the Texans, 3-4. It's a 1.5 point. I'm sorry, 2.5 point spread. The Texans are the favorite at home, so they calling it a pick 'em. You know about the 3 point rule. You can get the Broncos for plus 115 on the money line, which is where I'm going with this. Give me the Broncos all day and night. The Texans have been bouncing back. All right, they're on the 3-game win streak. Is it? No, I'm sorry. They've won 3 out of the last 4. They lost to the Seahawks, but 3 out of the last 4. They beat the sorry Titans. That's when they started. They turnaround. Then they blew out the Ravens 44-10. That's when they started looking good. Then they lost to the honorable Seahawks with Darnold Schwarzenegger. And then they beat the San Francisco 49ers last week. So 26-15. So they played good defense. They're going to come to play defense. Both teams is playing defense. With an over-under at 40.5. Like they think this game is going to be like 20-17 or something like that. 40.5 is crazy for an over-under.
Yeah.
So, like, Ryan, where are you looking at in this?
I mean, I think 40.5 is super low, but it does kind of make sense when you're looking at two of the better defenses in the NFL.
I think it's a trap, though, man. I think that over/under is a trap because these teams can both score.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go. I'm going with Houston at home. I think they get It's crazy to say that they're the favorite, so this wouldn't be an upset. But in my eyes, it'd be an upset, and it'd be a great victory. Houston's been playing better. I thought they had no chance a few weeks ago. Stroud's heating up. They got the 2 rookie receivers from Iowa State. They're starting to play well.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of flowing a little bit. I think they will keep it close, and it will be a low-scoring game. So if I had to pick, 40.5 is crazy low. I'm going to go the over on it, but I still think it's going to be relatively low scoring. I'm going to go 23-20 Houston.
23-20 Houston.
I would take Houston money line for one reason and one reason only. The reigning, defending, defensive player of the year is not playing. Pat Surtain, the second, is out with a pectoral injury. And I think him being, now don't get me wrong, that defense in whole is really good. But without the reigning defending player of the year, this should be a game where Stroud, who has had his ups and downs, this should be a game where he looks, better, without the reigning defending player of the year there. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they, that receiver core should have a better time than as if he was there. So for that sole reason and that sole reason alone, you know what I'm saying? They're both to Texas and being at home. That's also another good reason. But the fact that Surtain's not playing is the reason why I'm going to go with the Texans. And I believe, pretty much a walk-off field goal, I believe pretty much could cover them the spread if it was tied up. So I believe they do cover the spread, and I got Houston winning.
Yeah, I got the Broncos winning, man. I'm not about to keep on picking against them. They didn't win their last 5. Only close game. They had a close game versus the Jets. I don't know what that was. That was
the Giants. Then they had
the Jets and the Giants. The Jets and the Giants. The Jets game, the 13-11. I don't know what that was. The Giants game,
that was
they came back and
game.
won.
That was a weird game.
Yeah, that was a weird game. I'm not betting it though. I'm just taking it for the sake of picks. I got the Broncos. I said Will talk about disrespectful. I'm rocking with you, Will. So for the sake of the picks, I got the Broncos. But as betting wise on this slip, I'm putting the Broncos. I'm taking the over 40.5 points. I think that's a trap. That 40 points. I think everybody like, yeah, they both play defense. They both teams do play defense. But the chances of both teams showing up and just locking each other down, it's not gonna be 13-11.
Well, you can have a great defensive performance and give up 21 points.
Exactly. And it could be the game could be 21-20 and we hit the over.
Right.
And that's a low scoring game. You know what I'm saying? 24-20, 24-17. All of those little slow combinations like that with one team getting in the 20s and the other one right there. I think this game goes over. It could be 14-10 at halftime and you saw it if you took the under. Like, damn. You know what I mean? It's already 14-10. So I'm definitely taking the over. I think that's gold in this game. That's a sneaky bet though, because they got good defense. But
come on, CJ Stroud. Come on, man. Come ready to play today, man.
Yeah. So in this live bet now it got up to. I took the +9. The +9.5 went off for the. They took it off of there for the. We're getting the Vikings versus the Lions. Yeah, it expired. Now it's +8.5. So that just means that everybody started betting the Vikings. Like I was saying, that was a lot of points. Yeah. So it went down. I'm not taking them at 8.5. I think that's the trap. So I'm not taking them at 8.5. But on my live bet right now, I got Bryce Young to throw 1 interception. I got the 49ers by 2.5. I got the Steelers +3.5. I got the Patriots -4.5. And I got the Broncos Texans game going over 40.5. That's plus 2,100 right there. If you put $10 on that, that'll be $200 right there. $210 actually. So that's not a bad bet right there. I'm gonna leave the live bet right there at that. Okay, 5 legs. Bryce Young 1 interception. The San Francisco winning by 2.5 points. The Steelers +3.5 points. The Patriots -4.5 points. And the and the Broncos Texans game going over 40.5 points. That's my live bet for y'all that I'm putting in right there. So if you're watching, you can rewind it and catch that. But that's what we're doing today as far as live. But that ain't even my double up. That's a Hail Mary for y'all because Aunt Bayless ain't on today. But that's a nice little Hail Mary. I snuck that in there real quick.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to the next game. It's the game before the last game. We got the Chiefs on the road versus the Bills. The Chiefs is 5-3. The Bills is 5-2. The Chiefs are 2.5 point favorites at Buffalo. You can get Buffalo for +115 on the money line. Tim, who wins?
Sir, who wins? Flat out, man. I think the Chiefs wins this game. The Chiefs, Mahomes seems to be Josh Allen's kryptonite. You know, Josh Allen. I mean, they just between him, Lamar Jackson. I guess if you want to throw Joe Burrow in there for whatever. I mean, Joe Burrow seems to be the guy that has beaten them and they're coming out that AFC, but that's been a long time ago. But I mean, these guys just can't seem to get past Mahomes. You know what I mean? Mahomes, they're just too good, and I don't know why I would turn away now. You know what I mean? So I'm rolling with the Chiefs here. I think the Chiefs are starting to heat up when they, being that they got their receiver cores back and Rashid Rice and Isaiah Worthy. They've the receivers have looked good. And Kelsey has done his thing, has looked solid. Now Isaiah Pacheco is out, the running game, so we'll see how that looks. But I think the Chiefs roll here. I think they win in a close one.
What you got, Ryan?
Man, listen. If the Bills have won any shot of actually making a Super Bowl and doing what I think they should be doing, which is going far in the playoffs, farther than they've been going, they gotta get over the Chiefs hump. But they also need home field advantage in the playoffs. That's another key factor that they need, and I think that's what they're playing for this afternoon. And I'm going with the Bills here, man. They're at home. I think that they're gonna be just as motivated. I know Chiefs are gonna be motivated too. It's the NFL, but I think they know the importance of needing this win. One, to have a better record than the Chiefs and to own that tiebreaker. Because it's at home, I'm going to go with the Bills to win here. It's going to be a close one, but obviously, if you pick the Chiefs, it makes all the sense in the world to take the Chiefs. I'm just going with the home team here. I like Allen. what he can do with running the ball as well. James Cook is having a great season as well. So if they can establish to run and keep it close late, hopefully Josh Allen gets it done. But I'm going to go with the Bills with a close one here just because of the importance of, and they need this home field advantage.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Chiefs, man. These are the type of games where the Chiefs just go out there and roll, where you're like, all right, this is about to be a good game. And the next thing you know, the Chiefs is up double digits before halftime. And it's like, dang, now Josh Allen fighting back, trying to make a comeback all game. And I think that's what we see. I think the Chiefs get out early in this game. I think the Bills are fighting back all game, trying to take the lead. The Bills, they had lost 2 in a row before they beat the lowly Carolina. I don't think much of the Panthers. We already said I don't have no respect for the Panthers today. So the Bills beat them 40-9 last week. They ain't nobody. Because that, the Bills lost to the sorry ass Falcons, 24-14. The Falcons suck. Then they lost to the Patriots. The Patriots ain't their little brothers, but Josh Allen had owned the Patriots for a few years. And ever since Tom Brady retired, Josh Allen had owned the Patriots since then. So now the Patriots then bounced back this year, and they are a good team. So that loss is not that bad. But the Chiefs are a good team too. And don't nobody got the Patriots better than the Chiefs. Somebody might, because they are 6-2. Somebody might. But I don't. I think the Chiefs are better than the Patriots. I think they can beat the Bills as well. The Bills lost at home to the Patriots, and that's a conference game. The Patriots went in there and beat them. I think the Chiefs go in there and beat them too. 3 points is I might just go money line because again these be miracle games by Mahomes where they might be down 2 points and he get them in field goal range and they kick a field goal and win by 1. So I would just take the Chiefs money line because it's minus 135. But I definitely got the Chiefs though, for sure. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, I think this could be a really good game, man. Really good game.
Nah, for sure, man. Am I betting it? No. It's too close.
No, I would not
I
bet
don't
this
like
game
betting.
either.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like betting nothing that's not that I don't think in my mind is a good bet because again, at that point I'm gambling. This is a 50-50 game, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
So even
I
then
would
staying
not
away
bet.
from that.
Yeah.
Last game that we're gonna do today, man. We'll be brief with this one. We got the Seahawks on the road versus the Commandos. It's the Sunday night game. Seahawks 5-2, Commandos 3-5, but they do got their quarterback back. Seahawks are 3.5 point favorites. The over/under is at 48.5. Or you can get the Seahawks on the money line minus 170. Or you can get the Commandos on the money line plus 145 if you believe in Jaden Daniels in them today, which I know some people are. Ryan, who you believing in today?
I'm believing in the Seattle Seahawks. It's West Coast to East Coast again, but this is a night game. A little bit more time to get acclimated. I just think the Seahawks are a better football team than the Commanders. It is Jaden Daniels. This is his first game back? Or
Second game back.
Second game back,
Second.
right. Yeah, I got Seahawks, man. I think they're a better balanced team with the run game and the pass game. And Commanders just a down year, man, for the Commanders. I think prime time they'll be ready to play. I think Kenneth Walker will have a good game. Maybe put him on an anytime touchdown slip.
Yeah, Commandos on a 3-game losing streak.
Huh? Commandos, yeah, not doing well.
Yeah, they're on a 3-game losing streak.
I got Seattle winning, and man, 48.5. I'd stick away from it, but I'm gonna go just under it. 27-20 Seahawks.
Dre says Seahawks by murder in the comments. S-Dot got the over 42.
Over 40.
Oh no, he must have been talking about the last game. My bad. Because this is 48.5. Tim, who you
over
got?
52.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks here as well. The Commanders are trash, and their division opponent that's kind of a waste of our time as far as Philadelphia goes. Sorry to mention that, but they are. Commanders they're old defensively. And it shows. Offensively, with Jaden Daniels being in and out of the lineup, you know what I mean? I don't believe the offense is taking off the way you kind of would expect. And also, not only that, but even when he plays, that whole sophomore slump thing is starting to show his head. You know what I mean? And I believe Jaden Daniels have struggled a little more than what probably Washington fans would like. But I mean, hey, that's what comes with, you are a rookie. We don't have film on you. Now we got film on you. And now, boom, you know what I'm saying? Now you don't look so good. It happens with a lot of them. And then he seems to be another one. So, and also with Terry McLaurin, I believe he's out as well. So with him being gone, I don't believe Washington stands a chance here. So I like, and Seattle's 3-0 on the road, so they're a really good road team. So I like Seattle here to win.
The question is then, I guess, because I got Seattle winning too, the 3.5 points spread. We got Seattle by 3.5.
Yes, I got them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the cover.
And
You got the
I
cover
might tease it up 6.5, 5.5.
on the road, teasing it up.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah, they lost. They done lost 4 out of 5, man. They lost to the Falcons. They beat the Chargers. That's a shocker. On the road too. Then they lost to the Bears, Cowboys, Chiefs, man. I really can't. I would love to find a way to pick them, man, but I can't. I can't even touch the spread because when they lose by more than 3. Shit, 28-7 to the Chiefs, 44-22 to the Cowboys. They lost 25-24 to the Bears, but we all agree that Seattle is probably a better quality team than the Bears. And then they lost 34-27 to the Falcons. So if they lose, they probably gonna lose by more than 4. So yeah, Seattle by 3.5. I guess I wouldn't tease it up though. 'Cause that's the guy. I don't even know if I would bet it. I probably would just take Seattle money line. It's minus 170. Put that with something else. You can get you a plus 100 on that.
right.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. All right. Well, that's all the games we're gonna talk about for today, y'all. Now it's time to get into the bet slips. This is the reason why everybody is here. This is what we do. We come in here, I make double ups, and we double up. Today I'm about to go 2 for 2 on y'all. I'm not playing.
Hey
Like no
D,
joke.
before you get started, you know what bothers me? What bothers me? And it don't bother me. It more so it entertains me, I should say. It entertains me. When I see people on these social platforms and I'm seeing them, hey, send me your bet slips. Send me, let me see them slips. What we doing for today? What we doing for today? And it's just like, guys, we're giving you the winners. Like if you just tune into the show, watch the show, the tickets are winners, and we're posting the winners every time. We're posting them. If you follow the page, if you follow the show, you see we ain't bluffing, we ain't talking mess. D, Will, Ryan, myself, S. Dot, Ant Bayless, we are posting these tickets and they are winners. They are winners. Follow suit, guys. Follow suit.
No, for sure. I don't listen to the people that's watching right now. I'm thank you. We actually appreciate it. Like and subscribe. All right. Make sure
For
you hit that
sure.
notification bell so you can get notifications on it. But look, I'm glad y'all watching the show. But if you're gonna sit here and watch the show and watch me name all these tickets off that I'm about to name, these 2 tickets, and then not put the tickets in, you're doing yourself an injustice because you watching the whole
Right.
show. And this is the
Right.
whole point I'm doing. That's why I save it for the end, because this is the whole point of the show. That's why I don't give it to y'all at the beginning, because you might click away and go put the ticket in while I'm talking. All right. So this is the time right now to pull up your betting apps, listen to what I'm saying, and tell these bets. All right.
Follow suit. Yes, sir.
For sure. So the first one I got 2 plus 100s for y'all. One is plus 100, one is plus 110. The first one, I got Wendell Robinson going up against the San Francisco 49ers. I got him getting 25 receiving yards. I got Devontae Adams going up against the New Orleans Saints. I got him getting 4 catches. I got Jawan Johnson. He in the same game for the Saints. The tight end getting 3 catches. Devontae Adams has had 4 catches every game, except one, and that was 5 weeks ago. Jawan Johnson just had 8 targets last week, 4 catches, and he lives at 5 or 6 catches. He's a catch machine. So I tease those down. Wendell Robinson, he's the number 1 receiver for Jackson Dart. Believe it or not, it's Wendell Robinson. He might get an anytime touchdown today, but 25 yards is going to be easy. All right, they're not going to have no running game versus 49ers. He really going to get over 50 yards, but we teased it down because we making plus 100s. So Wendell Robinson, 25 receiving yards. Devontae Adams, 4 catches. Jawan Johnson, 3 catches. Easy money right there. Double up. I put 25 on it for 50. You can put 50 on it for 100. You could put 100 on it for 200. But just put something nice on. Don't put $5 on it. Put something on it that you can want to double up. All right. That's the name of the game. That's the first one. Okay. The second ticket, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown going up against the Vikings. I got him getting 50 receiving yards. I don't even know why it was that low. It was minus 410 for his 50. He lives at 70, 80 receiving yards. I got Lad McConkey for the Chargers, number 1 receiver for the Chargers, if you don't believe in Keenan Allen. I got him getting 4 catches versus the Titans. He's a slot receiver, 4 catches. He might get that in the first half, all right? Tyler Warren, I think he's going to be the best tight end in the league in 1 or 2 years because Brock Bowers can't stay healthy. Tyler Warren, 25 receiving yards. If y'all recall, last Sunday I had him for 40 receiving yards. He got that in the first half. So 25 receiving yards, you do the math. It's just all about the plus 100. I could take him for 40 again, but why risk it? Then I got Drake London for 4 catches. The number 1 receiver for the Falcons. They're going on the road to the Patriots. They're going to be throwing the ball. They're going to run the ball too with Bijan, but the Patriots are going to be having 8 men in the box. So Drake London's going to get single coverage out there all game. I'm not saying he's going to make plays. I'm just saying he's going to get 4 catches. He might score an anytime touchdown too. That's sneaky. His anytime touchdown is going to be better than Bijan Robinson. But we taking the 4 catches for Drake London. So again, 50 receiving yards for Amon-Ra St. Brown for the Lions. 4 catches for Ladd McConkey for the Chargers. 25 receiving yards for Tyler Warren for the Colts. 4 catches from Drake London for the Falcons. Gold plus 110, easy double up. Like I said, whatever you bet is what you get. You bet 50, you get 50. You bet 100 on this, you bet 100. All right. I'm gonna put the links in the comments after the show for the people who got DraftKings because I switched over to DraftKings today from FanDuel. So if you got DraftKings, you'll be able to just click the link and tell the bet, or you can just rewind the show and just listen to this part and pause it on the screen, and you'll have the bets on the screen. So again, if you're watching this show and you're not telling the bets at the end of the show, especially the ones I just gave you right there, you just doing yourself an injustice.
You're betting every day. So if you're betting every single day, you tune into the show. Tell a better too, and let us hear about it. If we steer you wrong, you missed your parlay, get in the comment section, comment. Let us know where we went wrong, man.
Fuck me up in the comments. Let me know I costed you some money because I costed myself some too. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell you. All right. Go ahead, though, Ryan. Don't you got a ticket for us today, right, man?
Yeah, man. So listen, y'all know that feeling, man, when you make that 4-leg parlay and you get 3 out of 4 and you always miss it by 1. Mm-hmm. See, today I'm going with just the 3. We're not even gonna go for the 4. On FanDuel, if you get on right now, they do have a 30% profit boost on the parlays. I'm going Chicago. First one is Chicago money line. Flacco's hurt. They say he probably will play, but he got a shoulder injury. I think he's a statue back there. So if Chicago gets some pressure on him, I think the Bears win this game just outright money line. They are the favorites as well, but I just took them for the money line. The next one, Chargers at the Titans. The Titans are terrible, guys. They're terrible. They're not a good football team. The Chargers need to get this win because the Chiefs are 5-3. The Broncos are 6-2. If they want to stay in the race for the division, they need this win. I think they come ready to play. I just got them covering the spread. I didn't make the spread higher or lower. That's what Vegas said the spread is. I'm just taking them to cover. And lastly, I got the Steelers money line at home. They're underdogs. I think the Colts are due for a little hiccup game. I could see Daniel Jones having a bad game. He's human. This guy's not Mahomes. This guy's not Herbert. He's going to have a bad game eventually. Why not? Why not today against the Pittsburgh Steelers? With the profit boost, it bumped it up to 889. It's only 3 legs, guys. And you got 889 odds. I mean, you can't beat that. 10 for 88. The buyout is 98. You get your 10 back. So 10 for 88. You can't beat it, guys. I mean, come on.
No, I like that, man. 3 legs too.
Yeah,
that's
3
nice
legs
and easy.
for
You don't need
those
a bunch of shit
odds.
to happen.
And if you want to even make it a little bit safer and you say, all right, those odds is a little too high for me, I would tease down the spread for the Chargers game to 5.5. And then now it's a safer bet for you, and you don't have to be as risky. And still with the profit boost, it's worth it.
No, yeah, I agree with you, though. I think the Chargers is 2 possessions better than the Titans. Basically what
Yeah.
it is.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they're 2 possessions. The Titans will have a lot of drives that just stall out, and the Chargers get the ball right back.
Yep. I can see it 20-21 up 10, 24-13. I think they're going to cover.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I might have to tell that myself. I don't. Again, at the same time though, I got the. If Flacco plays, I got the Bengals beating the Bears.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. The Bears is 2.5 point favorites. I was like, nah, I'm gonna take Bears money line. That one can go either way. That's probably.
Yeah, and the Bengals at home today, man. Listen, there's something to be said, man. I just feel like I'm going off my feeling. I got a feeling when I walk into Buffalo Wild Wings later on, all them damn Bengals fans gonna be in there like in my face. Like, yeah, I think I'm taking the Bengals for sure to win that, and it's plus money for the Bengals. So I'm on the opposite side of that game.
Yeah, so you can make the two legs the same and then switch it over Bengals over Bears.
All right, man. Well, Tim, you got any last words, man?
More so of a question for you. Yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles traded for former Packers Jair Alexander. And with the Eagles coming to town next week, I mean, I already feel like I know the answer here, but I want to ask anyway. Does that mean anything to you?
Not to me. It probably means more to Jair Alexander than it does to the fans, honestly, because he got suspended, then we shipped him out of there. He was a problem in our locker room. He was becoming an issue. All right. Yeah, he was one of the best corners, but he wasn't playing like it when we released him.
Yeah.
He hadn't been playing like it as of late. And then when he got to the Ravens, he damn sure wasn't playing like it. He just left one of the worst defenses in the league.
For sure.
So, and now he's about to be into a new defense, he's not, apparently he's not just plug and play like everybody think he is. Now does he have the talent? Yes, he does. But don't forget, he did have was it an ACL he tore? He had a bad leg injury where he missed the season.
Yeah.
So he's not who he was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. All right, for the Packers, he's not that guy. And I didn't see him do.
He was a healthy scratch a lot of times for the Ravens, like he wasn't playing.
What I'm saying. And but again, that could be a locker room issue, which, and maybe he's gonna be motivated. He coming out there to Super Bowl champs, Philly, you know what I'm saying? But as a Packers fan, I'm really looking past him. I'm more concerned with the fucking tush push and the fucking the Eagles running game than I am Jair Alexander out there at DB. Now maybe he's familiar with some of our receivers.
Yeah.
He might be familiar with a couple of them, and that might come into play, depending on who he's guarding and whatnot. But we got 4 receivers. We go 4 receivers deep. So, and with our tight end Kraft, he ain't guarding Kraft.
Right.
So I'm really not too worried about him. Like, again, he was a healthy scratch a few games for the Ravens. The games that he did play, I ain't see much from him. So
I think it was a very low risk, like, just move in general.
For the Eagles, for the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, they give him almost nothing, and if he can get his shit together down the stretch, the Eagles, Tim's been bitching about the Eagles cornerback play all year. So the fact that they can get another body in there to just see if it even works, like we give up nothing, and if it hits, he's probably gonna start on one of the sides, and he's a veteran.
If it hits, they got an all-pro receiver. I mean, all-pro DB.
Right. I mean, at worst, serviceable, and he's a vet. So it's like, the deal makes sense. I get why, but I mean, I don't see any impact versus the Packers. He might only play 2-3 series.
That's what I mean. It's a new team for him.
Saturday is unheard of to trade for a player on a Saturday. Unheard of. I know he's definitely out this week, but next week coming up is where it's like
we got a bye week. So that's
the week. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all don't even have a game today. Okay.
Right. Yeah, we have a bye.
Yeah, so that makes a little more sense. We traded for that Tyson Campbell, the corner from the Jags, on Thursday.
Yeah.
And on that Sunday he played, we had to call a lot of man coverage because he just didn't know our scheme. And even the week after, we're mostly a man team anyway. I don't know. Do y'all run mostly man or zone?
No, we run a lot of man. We do.
Yeah. So that would be an easier transition for him because it's just like you covering this dude. What do you mean?
Yeah.
How much more we gotta tell you, bro? You got him.
For a 6th-round pick, you know what I'm saying? I'll take it. Like you said, low risk. You know what I mean?
It's low risk.
No, it's definitely a good move for the Eagles. It's definitely a good move for him.
And with the trade deadline being Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? That's another reason why you see a Saturday Saturday trade. Between today, tomorrow, and until what is it? I think it's up to 4:00. I think it is 4:00 Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you gotta So I'm sure we're
y'all
gonna be
think,
seeing some.
Y'all think it's gonna be some action? Y'all think some players are gonna be getting moved and stuff?
I mean, you always got the small fish. The small fish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it might be one or two. Like I think it might maybe 1 or 2. Players been taking call. I'm sorry, teams been calling for the Dolphins for Jalen Waddle. I got him in fantasy, so I've been watching that. Like Jalen Waddle, first it was Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill got hurt, so now it's Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
I could see him getting traded, man. He's still been balling for real. He just on the Dolphins. I can see them getting rid of him because this is Tua's last year start. It's over. The Tua Tagovailoa experience is done.
Ryan, Wednesday morning is Myles Garrett in a Browns uniform.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Now, should they trade him or not? Another question, but
That's a different question.
I think the asking price will be just a little too high for teams. If Philly's offering 3 firsts and that's not enough, then I don't see another team going crazy and offering 4 first-round picks.
Hi, Howie Roseman on the line. Howie Roseman. All righty. Done
Dre
deal.
talking
You got it.
about Packers lose. I believe Packers lose. Dre, I believe the Titans lose. All right, how
You
about
feel
that?
me?
Who got a
The
higher
Titans
chance
are
to
getting
lose?
dog walked.
The Packers or the Titans?
Carolina Blue, man. Stop
Yeah.
playing around. We getting it done today.
Y'all are in fucking insane. Wait till that. Yeah, I'm not gonna let y'all lay that down. Rolling with the Panthers, huh?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Carolina, man.
Go ahead, Ryan. Give me your final thoughts, Ryan.
Last night, first episode of Context Matters on the Never Made It Network went live. Thanks for everybody who watched, tuned into that. We're gonna be coming back every weekend, one of the nights, Friday or Saturday nights. So tune into that, guys. Like and subscribe. Follow the page. I'm personally not on Facebook, so if you want to talk to me, it's over on the YouTube. Never Made It. It'll pop up. Same logos y'all see on the screen. Thanks for the support, man. D, you always shout out every week about consistency. We are doing this show every single week, guys. So it's not, oh, are they live? It's when are they going live? Because they're going live. So thanks for having me. I had a blast as always, man. And yeah, man, just super excited to do the show with you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Timothy. Final thoughts, man.
Much love and respect, man. Shout out to consistency, man. You know, that's pretty much it for me, man. I'm happy to do the show with you guys every week. And like I always say, we just getting started. You know, we got Never Made It, the NBA show coming during the week. You got the football for the weekends, college and NFL. You got Context Matters with the guys, with Ryan, Ant Bayless, and S. Dot. We got something else coming down the pipe, Just Opinions with S. Dot and Ant. We got some boxing. We got all kind of sports. We just getting started here, man. The Never Made It crew is just getting started. And shout out to Will, because none of this happens without Big Dog. So just letting y'all know that. So you know what I mean? Shout out to the gang, man. We here.
Yes, sir. I salute each and every last one of y'all on our Never Made It team, man, for sure. We've been at this shit for sure. This started way
shout
before
out to
this
Will,
podcast.
Too. Producer Will. Shout out to Producer Will, man.
Yes,
Shout out to Will, man. This started way before the podcast. We've been at this shit, y'all. All right.
So
I'm just ending with my normal routine. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Timothy Delgado. Shout out our producer Will. Shout out consistency. Get those slips in. Go back and look at the slips. All right. Go back, pause the screen, place the bets. All right. Make you some bread. I'm about to put them on the Facebook page too. All right. Never Made It. We out.
All right. Peace.
Peace.